Buenos días, buenas tardes, y buenas noches a todos. Welcome back, people. Hope everyone's doing all right. Hope you're all well. Hope your friends and family's doing all right. And I hope your portfolios are doing well. If they're in the red, I hope you're buying the dip. But yep, I hope most of your stuff's in the green. Anyway, today we've got a special guest joining us. We're just going to have a nice little chat with one of my good friends. And yeah, I feel we're both going to learn a lot from this. So the chat's probably going to go on for a while. So what I'll probably do is break the video down into bits and post it throughout the week. Because if your concentration spans anything like mine, you're not going to want to sit down to this all in one go. So yeah, buckle up and yeah, let's get cracking. Right, good people. Got a special guest on the channel today, a very, very good friend of mine, literally day one. And he's someone I feel we could all learn from. A lot of us are into crypto, and to be honest, we don't fully know. We just got into it through FOMO. And this is where I really applaud my friend, because he's done some crazy due diligence. Like, first of all, everybody, this is my good friend Rony. And before we even get into it, he's got his own channel, Invest with Rony. Check it out. I'm going to definitely leave a link in the description below. So everybody, if you're on my page, please go and show him the same love you show me. Every view and subscribe, trust me, for us is much appreciated. So yeah, if we could all just show some gratitude and go follow my brethren Rony. So first of all, how you doing, Rony? Everything good?
Yes, I'm good, Jay. As you always say, gratitude's the only attitude. So first and foremost, grateful to be here. I
Glad
always
to have
say
you.
time is one of our most kind of valuable assets.
Mm.
So first and foremost, thank you for giving me your time.
Oh,
And
no
thank you to
problem, bro.
anybody who's watching as well. Time is one thing we'll never get back. You know,
Bro,
you can never get that time back. Once it's spent,
yeah.
that's just another kind of chapter or a couple pages or a paragraph of your life that's been read. That's it. You might be able to reminisce, but you won't get that time back. So
That is
yeah,
so true.
grateful for you having me. Yeah, man, grateful for
Yeah,
you having
man.
me, bro. As you said, day ones. You know what I mean? You don't understand how far back we go.
Oh, bro, the stories are crazy.
That's it. But you know what? It's a journey at the end of the day, and
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that it doesn't matter how long you've been doing something for. You can always learn from somebody. Just like you might find some people who believe there's no one that can teach them anything. They've kind of mastered the field, but actually you can learn from anyone. There's always something you can learn.
100%, bruv. That's why I'm sure this video will be good for people who, yeah, feel say that they know a lot, and then I come back and watch this and be like, oh, actually, I didn't think of it like that. Or, do you know what I mean? Like you said, we could all
Yeah,
learn.
I hear you,
Now,
bro. I hear you.
as a quick intro, and correct me if I'm wrong, bro, like over a year ago, you'd already started your investing journey. And then me and you had a little chat, and you gave me your referral code and gave me, do you know what I mean? Some early tips and that of companies we could look into. And to be fair, they're companies that now I wouldn't even look at again, bro. But we was brand new at it. Like I was bang on Greg's. I was thinking, oh yeah, as soon as everything opens, all the builders and that are backing Greg's. That's gonna make us millionaires. It's funny how, do you know what I mean? Along the journey, when you was at a point you thought you knew things, and then you look back and you're like, oh, actually, rookie mistakes and that. But
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. I think for me, it's just like you said, it was just kind of like early days, and you make a lot of mistakes when you
yeah,
begin. And actually, what I found when I was doing my research before I started is a lot of the investment advice that you find
yeah,
is geared towards people with a lot of money, or people kind of mostly traders. So there was
yeah,
that language around trading, and actually it took time to realize I'm not a trader, I'm an investor.
yes, bro.
So
Definitely. That's something, yeah, we had to learn early on, bruv. And what I found really interesting is we started to get deep into it. 1 minute we're dividend investors, then we're growth, and then you realize actually there's nothing wrong with being a bit of both, and blah blah blah. So on we go. And then I just remember you started to look into crypto. And then once you got into crypto, bruv, you went in. So what I'd
Yeah.
like to know is, what is it you saw in crypto that like really took your attention away from stocks? Well, not away from it because you're still fully in it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You went down this rabbit hole. I'd like to know what you saw that interested you.
All right. So it was a gradual process. So it was a lot to do around my interest. So when you're investing, and you've mentioned this before as well,
Yeah.
when you're investing, it's important to invest in markets you understand. It
Mm,
doesn't make sense. So, for example, I don't invest in like biochemical engineering and
mm,
that kind of DNA sequencing kind of stuff, because
yeah.
if there's any changes, or I just don't understand the language.
Yeah.
But I understand technology, I understand
Mm,
software, I understand gaming.
mm,
Um, there's things I understand. So for me, it was a gradual process. So for me, it was me kind of exploring the whole kind of technology world
yeah.
and understanding kind of different tech. But then what I really became interested in,
Mm,
so a massive part of my portfolio is disruptive technology.
technology. Okay, yeah.
Technology, and you hear Kathy Wood speak about it a lot, and it's about
Definitely.
disruptive technology that kind of has the potential to really change the way we go about doing things.
Yeah.
So I had already began falling into the rabbit hole from that stage, and then
Okay, okay.
so yeah, so then I happened upon blockchain.
Yes.
Blockchain, what's blockchain?
Yeah.
Started researching it, and then I found Argo blockchain.
Mm,
Now, one of the early investors in Argo blockchain, I found Argo blockchain at, I think it was 6 pence a share.
yeah.
I didn't load the boat because at that time
Mm,
it was about me kind of discovering how robust my research process was.
yeah.
So, and it was also about managing my risk because it was still a risky thing to get into. So anyway, I've done a video on Argo blockchain for anyone that's
Mm.
interested. It kind of explains why I'm bullish on Argo blockchain.
I'll
But
leave a link down below for that too, bro.
respect, bro, appreciate it. So
Yeah.
after researching Argo blockchain,
Mm.
that's when I fell into the rabbit hole of crypto. And
Yeah.
when I say I fell in, I fell
Oh,
in. I'm
bro.
thinking,
You fell in. We
wow,
thought we
bro.
lost you, bro.
Bro, I think so obviously, some of you might not know, we have a group of like-minded individuals,
Yeah.
investors, and we kind of, we talk a lot about our investments and our progress and so on and so forth. And I think I just started spamming the group with everything I was finding. And
Oh, yeah. All day, bro.
so one thing about me is when I find something that I think
Mm,
is gonna benefit the people I love, the people that are
mm,
close to me and my people, I have to share it.
yeah.
Like I just have to share it. So it was the same with investing. When I found out about
Mm,
investing, I came to Jay and I was like, Jay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's the same with the crypto. So I just kept sharing. So I've calmed down now, But so fell down the rabbit hole hardcore, researching blockchain, researching Bitcoin, um, cryptocurrencies,
Mm,
Ethereum, altcoins. I just literally just deep dived into this, and that's kind of how I fell into it, bro. So now, as well as disruptive technology stocks in my
mm,
stock portfolio and
yeah.
mining stocks,
Mm,
I'm also heavy into crypto.
mm,
Um, and I think that actually, as time's gone on, I've become confident in my research process.
yeah.
So now when I'm investing in something, if I see that this is an opportunity, I'm going in.
Mm, mm.
Um, don't get me wrong, still risk management.
Yeah, yeah.
Always only invest what you're willing to lose. But
Mm,
I'm going in a lot more than what I would do in the early days.
yeah, yeah. Could you briefly explain to me, bruv? Because I don't know if it's other people. Like basically, when I got into crypto, I have to admit a big part of it is just the fear of missing out. I've put in enough where I should be able to make a decent return, but like you said, if I lost it, I just have to write that one off. And I feel there's basic things as crypto investors we should know, but we don't. Like, what is blockchain tech? I actually don't know, bruv.
It's complex. Blockchain technology is complex, and it's about breaking up information instead of just keeping it in one piece, and it just makes it harder for people to kind of, how can I say, duplicate, hack. So yeah, it's just about spreading out that information along a chain. That's the only way I can kind of put it in layman's terms. Just really kind of, I'd need to go back. Honestly, it's that complex for me to delve into now what is blockchain. So it's just about, you have the on-chain data. So, like you've got the internet, and then you've got the blockchain. And the blockchain is where information is shared, and it's shared in a completely different way than how information is transferred and processed on the internet itself. So it can be separated into different blocks. So for example, if you're mining Bitcoin, you would have to solve kind of mathematical problems and issues on the blockchain. And then once you've solved that kind of mathematical problem, that kind of mathematical issue, you get rewarded with a Bitcoin, basically. And that's done using processors. I've done a video on that as well, but that's done, those mining machines literally carry out mathematical problem solving over a period of time. And then when they solve those problems, they are rewarded with a Bitcoin, basically. So when they solve a problem on the blockchain, information sent on the blockchain, information stored on the blockchain. So for example, Arweave is a data kind of like, they store data, but the way they do it is they don't store all the data in one place. The data is separated. So let's say, for example, you was painting a picture. You could paint this picture, and on the first kind of week of your sketching or laying out or drawing, you could save that process, then move on to the next stage, and then that piece would be stored on the blockchain. Then you would, continue drawing, whatever you want, and take another picture of it another 2-3 weeks later. And basically what you can do is you can store the process of your painting a long time, and what that does is that authenticates it, stops people from basically being able to claim it's theirs. You wouldn't even need to copyright it, because you've got proof that you started it, that you was working on it, that you finished it. So yeah, the blockchain is kind of like a chain of data.
It sounds fully transparent. Is that the case?
It's transparent.
Nothing could be hidden.
It is transparent. So for example, we could go online today and kind of see who's holding the most Ethereum in their wallets and so on and so forth. But there are cryptos you can get into that can help you to kind of be a bit more anonymous. However, you can still to some extent trace payments. Like for example, this whole kind of FUD around Bitcoin being untraceable and it being good for terrorists and crime organizations and so on. It's not totally accurate. I mean, the best way, if you want to avoid the government watching you, and we all know it, cash.
Exactly.
Untraceable.
Which is partially why I feel they want everything digitally, where it can be seen, where, do you know what I mean? Point of
there's a lot of theories on that, Jay. There's a lot of theories on that. For example, just throwing one out there, for example, that it's the American government that actually created Bitcoin. Because the plan is for it to basically underpin the dollar, which is dying. So yeah, that's just a theory out there.
Yeah.